Professors, trainers, gym leaders, and countless others have been living alongside and raising Pokémon for years now. And the longer we work with these strange creatures, the more we learn about them. But in 2013, we realized just how much we had left to learn when we discovered a remarkable new ability that some Pokémon have: Mega Evolution. Mid-battle, these Pokémon have the power to assume a new and even more powerful form, dubbed their Mega form. This new power introduces a whole new dimension to Pokémon battles, but it also introduces a new question to the Pokémon universe, namely, what is Mega Evolution anyway? Welcome to Singularity. Pokémon by nature are genetically variable. Take for example Mew, the first Pokémon. Mew is, in a sense, a genetic capsule, containing the basic DNA that would, through generations upon generations of adaptation, become every Pokémon in the world. Because it's just not possible for a single organism the size of Mew to actually hold that much DNA, Mew's DNA must be ridiculously adaptable, able to morph and change based on external conditions, similar to our own but on a much higher and far more active level. Think about it. We know that moves are tied to genetics, because you can teach Pokémon new moves through breeding, and Mew has the ability to learn every move. It's a form of genetic variability. It's because Mew's DNA forms the basis for all Pokémon. Or consider evolution as a whole. When a Pokémon evolves, they rewrite their entire genetic code in a matter of seconds, up to twice for an average Pokémon, sometimes diverging in one of 2, 3, or even 8 different routes. All of this is to say that for Pokémon, genes can, and often do, change. So it would reason that Mega Evolution is tied to genetics. My theory, which we will discuss in depth over the course of this video, is that when a Pokémon Mega evolves, they're actually rewriting their entire genetic code into a form more adapted to battle. But first, is something like this even possible? Well, not only is it possible, but it happens in our world too. That's right, there is a real-world example of conscious gene editing. You see, squids, octopi, and cuttlefish all have the amazing ability to edit selections of their genes to produce different proteins. They can then use these proteins to physically rebuild parts of their bodies and adapt to their surroundings with a faster pace than any other animals. So we know that it's possible, and with creatures like Pokémon who can already make such drastic changes to their genetic code, is it really such a stretch to believe that they can engage in this form of conscious gene editing mid-battle to make it more likely for them to win? But why would this be necessary? Why would Pokémon choose to make such drastic changes in the first place? Well, when they rewrite their DNA, they become more powerful, more vicious, and more brutal. Or, in simplified terms, more likely to win a battle. Take a look at some of these megaforms. They are tailor-made for battle. In fact, they even require more energy to sustain, which is why they're temporary forms. They're not sustainable over the long term, just for battle, because it is advantageous for Pokémon to be able to win. When you look at the world that Pokémon inhabit, society is built on humans and Pokémon helping each other, a mutualistic relationship. Humans, and more specifically trainers, raise and care for their Pokémon. Some Pokémon even evolved specifically to be useful to humans, and most can't even reach their full potential without trainers. For this reason, it's in their best interest to be able to win as many battles as possible. Mega Evolution is their way of ensuring that that happens. So just one question remains. If it's so helpful, why can't all Pokémon Mega evolve? Well, you might have noticed something that I haven't mentioned yet. The trainer-Pokémon bond. When Mega Evolution was first introduced, a big deal was made about the fact that it requires a strong bond between trainer and Pokémon. But lately, we've discovered something else. Mega Evolution is painful. Take a look at some of these Pokédex entries. Mega Aerodactyl. When it Mega Evolves, it becomes more vicious than ever before. Some say that's because its excess of power is causing it pain. Mega Scizor. The excess energy that bathes this Pokémon keeps it in constant danger of overflow. It can't sustain a battle over long periods of time. Mega Glalie. The excess energy from Mega Evolution spilled over from its mouth, breaking its jaw. It spews endless blizzards. But that doesn't make sense. If the bond with the trainer allows Mega Evolution, why would it hurt the Pokémon so much? Well, if you look at a couple of examples from the anime, namely Corina's Lucario, it seems more like the bond is a way of counteracting the pain. Maybe the trainer-Pokémon bond isn't necessarily allowing Mega Evolution, but regulating the pain from it. My theory is that only the Pokémon that can endure this stress develop the ability to Mega Evolve. And once they do, the bond with their trainer counterbalances the pain. And all of this might paint Mega Evolution in a negative light, but isn't it always necessary to struggle if we want to grow? That's what the bond is for. It works to regulate the ridiculous stress and struggle of Mega Evolution that most Pokémon can't even handle at all, allowing them to achieve a whole new level of power. And none of this would be possible without that bond. Sure, the ability to selectively edit genes is natural to Pokémon, but without the trainers to push them to be their best, there would be no reason to even have a battle form. Trainers and Pokémon work together to ensure that the world is a better one for all of them. This is Singularity, and remember to stay curious. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this video on Mega Evolution. It was a real blast to research. I really enjoyed making this video. If you liked it, subscribe and leave a comment letting me know what kind of stuff you'd like to see in the future. I'm really interested in what you would like to see me cover on this channel. Stay tuned for the next video that I know is supposed to be about Professor X and his powers, but slight scheduling change. It's actually going to be about Ant-Man and what the quantum realm is like. And that's another one that I've really enjoyed doing the research for, and it's probably been, I know I've only made 4 videos, 3 at this point, but it's probably been the most fun one to research so far. So stay tuned for that one if you're into that kind of stuff, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.